Hello, friends. Welcome to Betkraft, your home of sure bet football analysis and predictions. Okay, today, the 13th day of April, Saturday, and as we all know, Saturday is a day of a big or Saturday. And we have a lot of games that we selected, about 12 of them, and we made our in-depth analysis on these games, and we came up with these games. I remember last week Saturday we had a 100% success rate. Last week Saturday we won all our games that we presented to you on Saturday, and today we're coming up with very similar games. A game that that's going to be guaranteed successful. All right, and in a very short while we'll be presenting these games to you. But I want to use this opportunity to ask to urge those of us who are really watching our videos but yet to subscribe to our channel. Please take our time to subscribe. It will do you a lot of good, and as well as you help us grow in the channel, and in that way you won't be missing out on our subsequent games that we'll be dishing out here on a daily basis in this very channel. Okay, have you done that? Okay, all right. Let's move on to the business of the day. And today we are starting with the very first game. It is in Spanish La Liga, where we have Cadiz FC, who will be coming up against FC Barcelona in Spanish La Liga game. And as usual, we'll take a look at how both teams are fared in the previous five, as well as how they performed while playing from home and away, respectively. We could see that for the home side, Barcelona in the past five games, they have won the entire five games they have played, including the Champions League games and the La Liga games they have played. They have, been able to defeat all opponents. Okay, and the home side, Cadiz, have won two, and they had two draws as well as one loss in the past five games of here so far. So looking at how both teams are fared from home and away respectively, we could see that at home, Cadiz have won two and have had two draws as well as one loss while playing from home. And the away side, Barcelona, playing from away, have managed three wins as well as two draws. One of them being a Champions League draw match against Napoli. Yeah, okay. They've had three wins and two draws in the past five away games. And looking at head-to-head for both sides, we could see that the last time both teams met saw Barcelona defeating this side by 4-0. Okay, and Barcelona have been quite dominant in the head-to-head proceedings for both sides. So we expect Barcelona, FC Barcelona, who is in fine form at the moment, to pick up the sport in this very game. It is a away win. That's our verdict for this very encounter, and that leads us to the next game that we have. The next game is in Bundesliga, German Bundesliga, where we have Borussia Mönchengladbach, who will be up against Dortmund. Okay, Borussia Dortmund, and we know that in the past five for both sides, we see that Mönchengladbach have been able to manage two wins. They've had two losses as well as one draw in the past five games of head. And on the away side, Borussia Dortmund have had three wins as well as two losses in the past five games of head. Part of one of those losses being in Champions League, where they lost out to Atletico Madrid by 2-1. And for the home side, while playing from home, we'll see that they've had two wins, two draws, and one loss while playing from home. And the away side, Borussia Dortmund have had three wins, one loss, and one draw while playing from away. Okay, and they lost, which came against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League game. And in this very encounter, we can as well look at the head-to-head encounters to see that Borussia Mönchengladbach, have won this encounter on three occasions out of five, and Dortmund have won on two occasions. Okay, but we know that Dortmund is, at the moment, a very good team, despite the fact that they lost out to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. We know that they are, doing so well in Bundesliga, seeing them in their last match in Bundesliga against Bayern Munich, beating Bayern Munich from away by 2-0. And in this very encounter, we expect them also to rise up to the occasion again and take the spot in this very game. It is our way side to win. That's our verdict. Okay, and that takes us to the next game. And the next game is also in German Bundesliga, where we have FC Stuttgart, who will be coming up against Eintracht Frankfurt. And we know that both teams are doing quite well in German Bundesliga at the moment, and we know that in the past five for the home side, Stuttgart, they've had four wins as well as one draw in the past five games of head, and the away side have had two wins, two draws as well as one loss in the past five games of head. And when you take a look at how both teams have fared from home and away, we could see that Stuttgart perspective, we will see that the home side, while playing from home, Stuttgart have managed 3 wins as well as 2 draws in the past 5 home games they've had, and their away side, Frankfurt, have managed just 1 win, 2 losses, and 2 draws while playing from away. Okay, and in this very encounter, we could see that the home side, in the past 5 games they've had, they've been able to achieve over 2.5, on 3 occasions out of 5 games I've had, and the away side in the past 5 games I've had have seen them, playing out over 2.5 on 4 occasions out of 5. And in this very encounter, we chose a goal verdict, and we expect to see at least 3 goals coming up in this very encounter. It is over 2.5. That's our verdict for this very game, and that takes us to the next game. And the next game is in Northern Ireland Premiership, where we have Larne FC, who will be coming up against Cliftonville in Northern Ireland, and we take a look at how both teams have fared. We see that in the past 5 for the home side, Larne, they've had 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, and the away side are having 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw in the past 5 games they've had. And when you take a look at how both teams fared from home and away, respectively, we can see that the home side, while playing from home, Larne have managed 4 wins out of 5, and had 1 loss, which happened in their last game, last league game against the Crusaders in Northern Ireland. And also, the away side, playing from away, have had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss while playing from away. And also, we look at head-to-head proceedings for both sides. We see that Larne, is quite dominant in the head-to-head proceedings. We see that defeating the away side on 3 occasions on this very venue. Okay, and the away side, having the upper hand on just 1 occasion. So it is the home side who's expected to also, rise to the occasion in this very encounter. It is Larne to win, home side to defeat the away side outrightly in this very game. That's our verdict, and that takes us to the next game. And the next game happened to be in Norwegian Division 2, where we have Tromsdalen, who will be coming up against it's Void TF in Norwegian Division 2 League, and we'll take a look at how both sides have fared in the past 5. We see that in the past 5, the home side have won 2, they have lost 2, as well as 1 draw, and the away side have won 4, and they have lost just 1 game in the past 5 encounters. And when you take a look at how these 2 teams have fared, playing from their home turf and their away, playing from their way, respectively, we could see that the home side, while playing from home, have managed 2 wins, 2 losses, as well as 1 draw, and the away side, playing from away, have as well seen 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw while playing from away. But we can also see that for the head-to-head proceedings, I've seen the home side, Tromsdalen, having the upper hand in this very encounter, have also, defeated the away side on 4 occasions out of 5 on this very venue, and we expect the home side, Tromsdalen, who's a better opponent, to pick up the spoils in this very encounter. It is home win, that's our verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next game. And the next game that we have is in Poland. It's a Polish game, Polish Division 1, okay, where we have GSK Katowice coming up against Odra Opol, okay, and you can see that for the home side, in the past 5 games, I've won the entire 5 games I've had, and the away side have managed 3 draws and 2 losses in the past 5 games I've had. And when you take a look at how both sides have fared, when they are playing from home and away respectively, we see that the home side, in the past 5 games that played from home, you see them, achieving a win in the past 5 games I've had, and the away side, on the other hand, while playing from away, have managed just 2 draws, 2 losses, as well as 1 win while playing from away. And also taking a look at how both teams are fared from head-to-head proceedings, we see that the away side has been very, very dominant in the head-to-head, seeing them defeating this home side on 4 occasions out of 5, okay, head-to-head meetings. And but in this very encounter, we know that the home side, isn't red hot form at the moment, seeing them winning all their matches that I've had so far. So we expect them to pick up the spoils in this very game. It is home side that's expected to win. Home win, that's our verdict in this very game. Okay, that takes us to the next game that we have, and the next game happens to be in Spain. Okay, Spanish Segunda Division, where we have the home side Orense FC coming up against the Coruso FC. And we take a look at how both teams have fared. We see that in the past five, the home side have had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, and the away side have had 4 wins and 1 draw in the last 5 games I've had. And you take a look at how both teams have fared while playing from home and away respectively. We could see that the home side, while playing from home, have been able to defeat all their opponents, in the past 5 games I've played from home, and the away side, Korokso, have managed 2 wins while playing from away, and have also had 3 losses while playing from away. And or in this very encounter, we expect the home side, Orense, who has been doing very, very, very good from home, to pick up the points in this very game. It is one win that's our verdict for that very game, and that takes us to the next game. Also in Spanish, Spanish Segunda, or Spanish League 2, that is second league in Spain, where Valladolid will be coming up against Eldense. We know that in the past 5, Valladolid have managed 3 wins and have had 1 draw and as well as 1 loss, and the away side have lost 4 in the past 5 games and have had just 1 draw in the past 5 games that have played so far. Okay, and taking a look at how both the 2 teams have fared while playing from their home turf and their away turf respectively, we'll see that the home side, when Valladolid, while playing from home, have been able to manage 3 wins as well as 2 draws while playing from home. And the away side, in the last 5 games they played from away, have seen them losing out 4, and they've had just 1 draw while playing from away. Okay, and that makes our verdict very easy, and we expect the home side, Valladolid, to pick up the spoils in this very game. It is one win, that's our verdict for that very encounter, and that takes us to the next encounter, which is in Slovakia, second division. Okay, Slovakia League 2, where we have Mikulas coming up against Povaska Brisica. Okay, pardon the pronunciation. You can see that the home side in the past 5 games have had 4 wins and 1 draw, and the away side managed 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw in the past 5 games they've had. And when you take a look at how both teams have fared from home and away respectively, you could see that the home side, the Coolers, have managed 4 wins in the past 5 home games, and they've had just 1 draw, while the away side have been able to, achieve 3 draws, 1 loss, and 1 win in the past 5 away games I've played so far. And putting all that together, we know that the home side is much more fancy to pick up the points in this very encounter. We expect the home side to win, home win. That's our prediction in that very game, and that takes us to the very next game of the day, and that next game is in Azerbaijan, where we have Nefti Baku, who will be coming up against Aras in Azerbaijan League. Okay, and we take a look at how both teams have fared in the past 5. We'll see that the home side have managed 2 wins, Nefti have managed 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in the past 5 games, and the away side Aras have had 4 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 5 games I've had so far. And when you take a look at how both teams have fared from our home and away, or respectively, we'll see that the home side in the past 5 home games I've had, they've managed just 2 wins and they've had 2 losses as well as 1 draw. Okay, and those 2 losses coming against Karabakh, very top team in Azerbaijan League, and Aras, on the other hand, playing from away, have lost 4 as well as 1 draw from away. Okay, and in this very encounter, we expect the home side, okay, Nefti Baku to pick up the sports in this very game. It is home win. That's our practice in this very encounter, and to take us to the next game, which happened to be in Swedish Norra Division 1. Okay, Swedish Norra Division, where we have Peter, who will be coming up against Eskilstuna. Okay, pardon me about the name, and we know that in the past in the past 5 games for the home side, I've had 3 draws as well as 2 losses, and the away side, I've had 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. And take a look at how both teams have fared from home away, respectively. We could see that playing from home. Okay, we'll see how they fared. We could also see that playing from home. We could see that Peter went playing from home. Okay, had in the past 10 games I've had, they've been able to achieve 5 wins, and they've also had 4 draws and 1 loss. Okay, all those are losses, the loss and the draw, most of them coming from their club friendly matches. And actually in the division match, they've been able to win 5 games from the divisions match. Okay, so they're a very good team while playing in Swedish division. Okay, and away side, okay, in the past 10 games have been able to manage just 1 win, and have had 6 losses, and they've had 2 draws in the past 10 games they played from away. So it is the home side who is the better side when compared to 2, and we expect the home side, PT, who is better to come up with the sports in this very encounter. Home win, that's our verdict for this very game. And that takes us to the next game that we have. The next game is in England, League One, where we have Lincoln coming up against Wigan Athletic. Okay, when you take a look at how both teams are fared, you could see that in the past 5, I've seen the home side, Lincoln, having 4 wins and 1 draw, and the away side, achieving just 3 draws, 1 loss, and 1 win in the past 5 games I've had so far. And when you take a look at how both teams have fared from while playing from home and away respectively, you could see that playing from home, you could see that Wigan Lincoln FC have been very, very dominant quite while playing from home. In the past 5 home games I've had, they've been able to achieve 4 wins as well as 1 draw. And the away side, on the other hand, away side playing from away have seen just 1 win and 1 draw, and as well as 3 losses while playing from away. So it is the home side, Lincoln FC, who's expected to pick up the sports in this very encounter. It is home win. That's our verdict for that very game, and that brings our predictions on Betkraft on today, Saturday, big odds to a conclusion. And I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Please do not joke with our predictions today. Make sure you play this game, whatever you do. But remember to also play responsibly. Do not use all that you have, to play this game. Just play with what you can afford to lose. Okay. And that being said, it is time to wrap up. Tomorrow is Sunday Millionaires game, and we are going to come up with some of these games that we can accrue, add up together, and then we can accrue, can give us up to $1 million. And that being said, I hope to see you again tomorrow, and until then, keep winning.